No, but if you take a step back and you look at what happened, the intelligence community and the CIA says Russia was responsible for these hacks, and the DNC hack, these hacks that all were about Democrats. Every single one of them was about Democrats. In a sense, it doesn't really seem like a massive breaking news step to take to say that that would be trying to help the other side, right? I mean, it's sort of stating the obvious, isn't it?
What I'm suggesting is that the word hack in these circumstances conflates two different things and confuses the issue.
Well, you're talking about voting machine hacks or birth and death records. I mean, I'm just making it more simply. Did they try to influence the election to help Trump?
Try to influence by releasing propaganda, disinformation, who knows, maybe. They release it all the time about the Pope, about Jews. They are shameless about how much information they put out and how they tilt it toward anybody that they don't like for any reason. It's a very nasty national characteristic that the Russians push on with this disinformation.
So, Ambassador, are you worried with the bigger picture of what Trump's trying to do here, right? So he is discrediting the CIA. The statement put out by the transition team, I just read it again. These are the same people that said Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Now, in that, some might say, look, he has a point. Given what happened before, there were disagreements within the intelligence agency, within the CIA. Why not put out your evidence if you're going to say Russia did this on purpose to help Trump? Is he right to raise that analogy, or is that too much?
Saddam had two-thirds of the kinds of weapons of mass destruction. He had biological weapons and he had chemical weapons. He had a lot of them. What he didn't have that some people thought he did was nuclear weapons. But it confuses the issue, I think, to talk about weapons of mass destruction en general.
So do you think Trump is right to raise that as a failure of the CIA that makes him say that they are now wrong again? Is that a step too far?
I think he has a fair point in stressing the importance of getting political campaigns to focus on truth and on debates on the issues rather than on the lies that one side may generate, or both sides in different ways. And I think that this is, to a certain extent, because of this conflation of disinformation and fiddling with the birth records and so forth, I think there's a real confusion in the public debate because of that.
So before we go, I want to ask you one other thing. President-elect Trump being criticized for not receiving the daily briefing, something that they're saying George H.W. Bush may be getting more details now because you're allowed to get briefings as an ex-president than Donald Trump is getting. Trump is defending this, saying there's nothing wrong with it. Let me just play quickly what he said.
I'm available on 1 minute's notice. I don't have to be told, you know, I'm like a smart person. I don't have to be told the same thing and the same words every single day for the next 8 years.
You've overseen those briefings. You've been a part of it. You know what's in them. Is he right? Is it sort of the same thing every day and a waste of time, or is that too cavalier?
More than one president has taken his daily briefings differently than having somebody sit there and brief him.
Yeah.
I didn't sit there and brief President Clinton. He wanted to read the briefing. He's a speed reader, and he would write notes to me in the margin sometimes. Different presidents do this different ways. But I don't think it means that you're not participating in the effort and not doing your job if you don't sit there and have somebody read to you. Most of us can read with our eyes faster than we can listen.
All right. Thank you very much, Ambassador Woolsey. I appreciate your time as always.
Thank you.